Verse 121 of Surah Al-Imran. And remember when you left your home early in the morning to arrange the believers in their battle positions, and Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. Summary of the interpretation of Surah Al-Imran, verse 121. These verses speak about the Battle of Uhud, and how Allah taught the Muslims an important lesson in patience, obedience, and discipline. After the Battle of Badr, the Quraysh marched out with 3,000 fighters seeking revenge, while the Muslims numbered only about 700. The Prophet consulted with them. Some said, "Stay in Medina and do not go out to fight outside it." He armed himself. The reason was that after they had insisted that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, go out to fight outside the city, some of the companions felt that they had pressured him with this opinion, so they regretted it and said to him, "Stay in Medina." He replied, "It is not befitting for a prophet to leave his weapon after preparing for battle." From the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, we learn the necessity of material preparation and planning alongside reliance on God. He would designate fixed positions for the believers to stand in for battle and organize their ranks precisely. He arranged the positions of the fighters meticulously, especially the archers on the mountain, and ordered them not to leave their positions no matter what. At the beginning of the battle, the Muslims were victorious, but some of the archers left their positions to collect spoils, thinking that the battle was over. Khalid ibn al-Walid exploited this weakness, flanking his cavalry and attacking the Muslims from the rear. The battle turned, and the Muslims became confused. A rumor spread that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, had been killed. So some Muslims became afraid and retreated. The purpose of this event was to teach the Muslims that victory is linked to obedience to God and His Messenger. Disobeying the commander's orders leads to defeat, even with strong faith. Discipline in battle is absolutely essential. The interpretation clarifies that Islam itself was not defeated, but rather the Muslims stumbled due to disobeying orders, then they returned to pursue the enemy. Then God Almighty reassured the believers that He hears their words and knows their intentions and what is in their hearts. Important note: most of the major battles in the early days of Islam were reactions to attacks or threats from the Quraysh and their allies, not wars aimed at forcing people to convert to Islam. The sequence was roughly as follows. The Quraysh persecuted the Muslims in Mecca. Then they expelled them from their homes and confiscated their wealth. After the Hijra, migration, they continued to threaten, incite, and attempt to eliminate the Muslims in Medina. So the military confrontations began. Examples: the Battle of Badr. This came after the persecution of the Muslims, the confiscation of their wealth, and the Quraysh army marching out to confront them. The Battle of Uhud, this was revenge against the Quraysh for their defeat at Badr. The Battle of the Trench, a coalition of many tribes attacked the city itself. Most fighting in Islam was defensive or in response to an existing threat or aggression, not an act of aggression to force people to convert to the religion.